Hello everyone, my name is Oreoz and today we are going to continue on the story of the abnormal life of a girl, a new chapter. So, Chapter 3, Miss Spencer. I entered the room, quivering all over with fear and nervousness. The classroom walls were a blank, boring white. There were two lines of little wooden desks and chairs. In the middle of the two lines of desks and chairs there was a pathway which you could walk through to the desks to sit down and work. If you thought that the chairs and the desks were sitting on a flat surface, you are 100% wrong, because the pathway was actually a short flight of stairs going up a small slope. Each flight of steps stretched out a bit more longer than it was supposed to be, so now each pairs of chairs and desks could sit comfortably connected to either side of the short flight of stairs. But do you know why it was like that? Well, you see, it would take a long range of time to just adjust everyone from shortest to tallest. So no matter how short you are or how tall you are, you would be able to see the teacher. So now, you see, I was kind of stuck in an embarrassing moment. Everyone was staring at me in a curious and confused way. I started sweating all over. My grip on the doorknob became firmer and firmer. As we all stared at each other, eventually the teacher said, "All right, class, stop staring. Get back to your morning reading now." Her voice was stern and steady. She spoke very clearly and barely had any emotion. When she spoke, it sent a shiver down my spine. When she turned to me and said in a slightly angry way, "You're late, miss. I don't want you doing that again, okay? Now hurry along up there. I'd like you to sit behind Miss Mia back there in the third row on your right side there. Come on, scurry up there, come on." Her voice was still calm, but there was a little bit of annoyance in there. "Students!" shouted the teacher. I was pretty shocked, because I was quietly reading a book that the teacher had assigned for me. I was reading The History of Soccer. All the other students replied in the same tone and the same words. I think they said, "Yes, Miss Spencer." I assume that Miss Spencer is the name of the teacher, so I shouted with the other students, but I think I was a few milliseconds too late, because Miss Spencer gave me a disapproving look. When she turned to look at the other students and said, "Everyone sit straight, I'm going to call the roll. Max Taylor." Max raised his hand and said, "Hello, Miss Spencer." "Harry Stanels." Harry raised his hand and said, "Present." So this pattern went all the way to my name. Miss Spencer said, "Evie Secretheart." "Evie Secretheart." "No Evie today?" "Evie Secretheart." I realized that I had took a long time thinking, so I raised my hand and said, "Here, Miss Spencer." Miss Spencer gave me a quick reassuring nod and carried on calling the roll. "Mia Sweetbow." The girl sitting in the chair in front of me, the blonde-haired girl, raised her hand and said, "I'm here, Miss Spencer," in a cheerful, sweet way. Then Miss Spencer called the name Violet Moonstar. The girl sitting on the opposite side of Mia, the girl with black hair, raised her hand and answered in a shy, gentle voice, "Yes, Miss Spencer." Right, so now let's start on our maths lesson. Okay, so that's it for today's chapter. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and join me for my next video, my next chapter about Evie's adventure. Bye everyone!